Good day, everybody. Welcome to the Bible in a Year 2021. We are on day 327, and we are reading Acts 15 and 16. We're going to pick up here what we left off a couple of days ago. We're talking about how Father arranges everything. And we have Cornelius and Peter, and that whole thing happened. Well, now in Antioch, the Gentile church has started in earnest. Um, and Paul and Barnabas are just some of the leadership that is there, that is training and helping and developing the Christians. And Paul and Barnabas have been going out on mission trips and setting up the churches in different places with elders and such. So down come these people. They would be considered the circumcision group, and basically they're telling the Gentile Christians that they have to be Jews before they can be Christian. They have to follow the law of Moses and be circumcised and all that sort of stuff. And the church didn't protest. They just said, we have some questions here. So they gave the questions to Paul and Barnabas, along with some others, and sent them to Jerusalem, where the council was convened. And this was the question that was what was brought forward, like what is required of the Gentiles? What is required? What do they have to do? And it is here that Peter stands up, and again he reminds everybody what the Lord had said to him, and how powerful that was. And he really is the one who opened the door to Paul and Barnabas in the ministry that would follow after that. And then Paul and Barnabas tells all their experience, all that the Holy Spirit's been doing through them, and it's incredible. And people just sit there in silence, listening. It's just incredible, the testimony that's coming out. And the circumcision group is standing and saying, no, they have to be circumcised, and they have to follow the law and all this sort of stuff. And then James, who's heading up the council, spoke, and he put forward the idea of writing to them, and he only gave them a few things. He suggested that they not, he says, listen, we're Jewish, and we failed in following the law. So how can we put that on them? Like that's not what Jesus came to do. It's by grace. We have received salvation by grace, and as such, we're just gonna remind them not to eat meat that was offered to idols. Stay sexually pure and so on. And this was the message that Paul would later take around to the church, and everybody was really happy about this. But they go back and give this good news, and everybody's pleased with that. And they went back with a couple of prophets, and one of them being Silas, and Silas would later, very soon actually, join with Paul on the missionary trips, and he would partner with Paul. And Silas is not an attachment to Paul. Silas is a prophet in his own right, and very powerful man, and he's partnered with Paul, and they go out and experience some incredible things together. So so this is the culmination that we see. But you can see what's going to happen now in Jerusalem, and Paul's going to run into this later on when he's arrested. The circumcision group that's going to dog Paul all over the place is very political, very political. And when Paul comes back to meet James, it's my conviction that James was really in a lot of trouble politically, because he was trying to satisfy this group while still providing freedom for the church. And Paul came into a tough situation and ended up being arrested. So there you have it. There's a lot of stuff there, a lot of stuff to take in. But just here we see the end result of the doors that the Lord opened using Peter, and so the ministry of Paul and Barnabas, the church in Antioch is well established, and will later actually house the church council when Jerusalem falls. So you guys be blessed, be encouraged, have a great day, and we'll talk to you later.